Hi people, what's up and welcome back to my channel. It's Macaroni's Cakes here, and you guys, in this video I'll be sharing with you all my amazing super delicious carrot cake recipe that I usually bake for my customers. You guys, this is updated recipe, here on my channel, and I want you guys to benefit from it. Trust me, you guys, you're gonna love it. And the good thing about this recipe is that it's very easy. You guys know that on this channel I teach you guys, I give you 100% value, because most things I teach here I use it to for my customers as well. So that's why I've come here to share this recipe with you guys. Okay, so please, the thank you you're gonna give to me is like the video, subscribe to my channel, drop your comment, and also share the video. Is very important to me. Okay, so guys, do enjoy the video. All right people, welcome back. So these are my ingredients here. I'm going to take you guys through the process, like one by one, of what my ingredient is. So here I have my white sugar, and I also have my brown sugar. So for carrot cake you can use purely white sugar, or you can use the white and brown sugar. Because the recipe for the sugar is 250 grams, I have to divide it, which is the 125 of the white sugar and the other 125 of the brown sugar. So when you add this two up, it will give you 250. Okay, so this half 125, and the other one is half of, which is the 125. Total of them 250 grams. I hope you understand. So this one here is my flavor, my vanilla flavor, and I have my raisins here. My raisins, it's very important to use raisins for your carrot cake. You can also use what they call it, almond. Yeah, almond nuts for your carrot cakes as well. It's very important. But if I advise that before you do that, always ask your customers if they are allergic to anything called nuts. I didn't use this almond nuts for this recipe because my customer, I don't know if she's allergic to it. So let's just say I forgot to ask her if I want to add almond nuts, or if she prefer me add almond nuts to her cake. So this cake I'm making is for my customer. Okay, and I also have my eggs. My eggs from here from video, you can see that it's totally fresh. You can see the yolks is showing perfectly. Like this eggs is super fresh. Can you see it? The yolk is separated from the egg white. Like you guys, even if I want to make Swiss vanilla buttercream, this is super easy for me. So my eggs, I have 4 eggs for this particular recipe. So in here I have my flour. I also have my cinnamon. It's very important when you're baking carrot cake. Cinnamon is very important. That is, I love to add cinnamon into my carrot cake. That is brownish color. I love it in my carrot cake. And also the brown sugar gives this type of flavor and a nice brown coloring to your carrot cake. And of course, the main ingredient here is the carrot. This is the main ingredient here. I use 190 gram of the fresh grated carrot here. Carrot is at the season now, and it's so sweet. So I feel like carrot now, you can, when you use it to bake a carrot cake, you're going to enjoy the taste of your carrot cake, because like I said before, it's in the season, so it's really delicious for your carrot cake. Like here I have in the baking powder, I have a pinch of salt, and I also have my cinnamon here as well. So I thought to let you guys, but I don't know if I said it here before. Here is my quality vegetable oil. It's very important to use a quality oil. Don't use any type of oil they sell on the streets. Make sure that you're using a quality branded oil, okay, for your cakes. So guys, all the recipes here are complete, and it's time to properly bake the cake. So I'm going to set all these ingredients aside right now, and then we're going to start. So it's time to mix all the ingredients together. So the first I'm going to add right now is my sugar. This is a very simple recipe. I'm adding the brown sugar. So the next ingredient is my egg. So there's some shell inside my egg, but I'm going to be careful with it. So when you're trying to bake your eggs in a bowl, be careful not to add the shell inside. Oh my god, see, the shell has even fallen inside. So, but anyway, it is what it is. When I see the cake, I'm going to remove it. So I've added in my eggs right now, and I'm going to give it a quick mix. So you need to give it a proper mix. So for you to know if your mixture is okay, when you achieve something like this, then you can stop. You don't need to over mix your batter. Can you see what my mixture is looking like? So in here I have my eggs, my brown sugar, the white sugar, and of course my vegetable oil. So the next ingredient I'm going to add now is my dry ingredients, which is the flour and the likes of it. Please, you need to alternate this flour. You don't need to add everything at the same time. When you're trying to bake, you don't need to over mix your batter, because you know why? You're not mixing amala, you're not mixing or you're not pounding, you're not mixing amala, you're not mixing semo, you're making a cake. So you don't need to over mix your batter, because if not, you're going to end up having a dense cake. You understand? You just need to turn it, gradual, just like what I'm doing now in this video. This butter looks so lush and nice. Can you see what my butter is looking like, you guys? I love it. At this point, you guys, the next thing I'm going to add now is my carrots, my grated carrots. Now I do not need this particular whisk anymore because I'm done with it. The next tool I'm going to use right now is my spatula to fold. You don't have to use this particular whisk to fold your batter, because if you do that, all the carrots will sink inside the cake, and then to start giving your cake some holes. You understand? So hence you don't have to use this. Even if you're trying to mix your carrot cake, this is a no-no. So please use your spatula, okay? One thing I love about this carrot cake is that carrots contains lots of water. So the water from the carrot cake, from the carrot itself, sorry, it gives the cake some type of mixture, and it makes the batter to be light. When I was making this carrot cake, if you notice, my batter was thick, right? So that's how it should be. It's a normal thing. So the water from the carrots, it's lighting up the batter. You understand? There's some cakes whereby when you're trying to mix it, especially oil-based cake, the batter becomes thicker, like cakes like oil-based cake, vanilla cake. You understand? So when you're doing that, the batter becomes so thick, and at that point, what you can have to do is lighten up the batter with milk. You understand? But for carrot cake, you don't need the milk to lighten up the batter. The water from the carrots, it will help you to it will help lighten up your batter, which is the carrot cake. You understand? I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. So just watch this video properly. You're gonna see how light this cake will turn out to be. So next I'm adding now is my raisins. I hope you guys remember what I talked about, the almond nuts, okay? And the next one is my vanilla flavor. So I'm going to give it a mix right now. Can you see how yummy this batter is, you guys? My carrot cake tastes so nice. This recipe is a very, very easy recipe. So let me know in the comment section if you'll be trying it. Just type, I would love to try this recipe. So type that in the comment section, okay? And please, if you have watched to this point and you have not subscribed to my channel, please, I beg you, subscribe to my channel. Engage on this video, so that even if people want to search for this recipe, YouTube can be able to recommend this particular video to a lot of people that are searching for this particular type of video, okay? Very important to like the video, share the video, drop your comment, okay? So guys, can you see how this batter has lightened up already? It's not as thick as it was before. It has lightened up, like I said before. The water from the carrots has helped the batter to lighten up to an extent. So this is what our carrot batter is looking like. You don't need to over fold your batter. So from the batter, you could tell that this cake looking all nice. So people, can you see what this butter is? You can see it's light already. I love this so much. I love it so much. And now if you want to bake, you have to bake on a low heat because it's an oil based cake. Okay, so now let's pour it into our pan. So I'm using a 7 inches pan for this particular cake. I'm going to pour the leftover here inside this particular foil plate for you guys so that I can show you people what the inside of this carrot cake is looking like. I'm even thinking of frosting the top of the cake. I really don't know yet, but let's see how it goes in this video. You guys, I hope I get to post this video tomorrow because today is 22nd of May. And if you notice, I usually post videos on my cake channel, every Friday. So fingers crossed, I hope this video will be up by tomorrow, 23rd of May, because see, I have a lot of things that I'm doing at the moment. So fingers crossed, you guys. So this is a leftover here that I want to show you guys, and this one here is from my customer. She actually wants a carrot cake and also a red velvet cake. So yeah, it's time for the cake to go into the oven for it to bake properly. Bye guys, I'll see you all in another next 1 hour or 1 hour 30 minutes. Hello people, so welcome back. This is what the carrot cake is looking like right now. You can see how moist it is. Like, the carrot cake is super moist. One thing about oil based cake is when you bake it properly with the right temperature, your cake will come out moist. Another tip you need to understand is anything oil based cake does not need too much of heat or too much of temperature. Every oil based cake have a particular temperature, you understand. So because I baked oil based cakes yesterday, I used a one temperature for it, and you see how the cake is super moist. Look at the under of the cake, you guys. This is the under of the cake, and the cake came out so clean, so clean. So when you have the right recipe, when you have the right recipes, the right measurements, your cake will definitely come out nice. I have here the loaf here. This is the loaf that I want to show you guys. See how moist it is. So I'm just going to first the top of it a little and then give it a slice. This one right here is for my clients. I'm going to send it out, like, put it somewhere. Maybe at the end of the day, I'm going to frost the cake. See how moist, so clean and well baked. This is the side of my cake. Can you see? I've shown you guys the under of the cake already. Alright guys, so let me take this one aside because I'm going to decorate it much later. For carrot cake, the perfect frosting for carrot cake is whipped cream or Swiss meringue buttercream. Please don't use butter icing for your carrot cake. It's not going to make sense. Okay, so whipped cream or Swiss meringue buttercream. So I'm going to use whipped cream to frost the top of this one and then give it a slice. I wish I have the Swiss meringue buttercream. I love Swiss meringue buttercream a lot, you guys, like a lot. So this is the loaf here. My hands are washed already. I love Swiss meringue buttercream so much. It's perfect for carrot cake. And see, my hands are washed already. I wash my hands always whenever I'm doing anything cakes. I'm not always comfortable wearing gloves. As a matter of fact, the best thing is to do is wash your hands every minute, like every seconds, every minute. A lot of people on the internet, they're always saying wear gloves, wear gloves, wear gloves. I hope you guys are not part of people that are always saying wear gloves. So, because honestly, you guys, wearing of gloves while doing cake work is, is honestly, it's not really healthy at all. It's not healthy. So when people tell you that, always try to educate them, because that glove that you're telling somebody to wear is that same glove that the person will use to touch the apron. These things happen, unintentionally. Like, just see yourself scratching your body, and then it's that same glove that you're going to use to now touch something. So that's why, washing of hands is very preferable. You guys understand? Like every minute, like for example now, If my hand should mistakenly touch this whipped cream now, I will go and wash my hand. But for glove or gloves, you see yourself, using your hands, that glove to clean your apron or to clean it on your apron. You guys get what I'm saying? So when you're working on the cake, probably with your bare hands, and of course you've already washed it properly. When you see people in the comment section saying wash your hands, wash your hands, because they're always fond of that thing on Instagram. Educate them, okay? So this is actually perfect right now. I'm going to give it a slice.
Alright guys, we come to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got 100% value from this video. You can serve this cake or do this cake for your clients, your customers. Trust me, they're going to love it. So I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Please like the video, share the video, subscribe to my channel, and let me know what you think about this video. See you on the next one, guys. Bye.